Hey everybody, this is Javi, and you're watching the Bowtie Psychic here on YouTube. I'm a psychic and intuitive medium who focuses on generational trauma and ancestral healing through divination. Welcome, and I'm so glad that you're watching this video. I'm actually doing videos for the month of June for all the zodiac signs, and today I'm pulling cards for Cancer. So please watch the video, and if it resonates with you, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share, like the video, tell your friends about me, and you can also reach out um, by emailing me at bowtiepsychic@gmail.com if you would like to have a more in-depth reading. So um, I have a couple of announcements before I get started. Um, for one, I just started a Twitter account, so you'll be able to reach out to me that way. Also, you, um, I'm also working on my Patreon account. So I know that one friend asked me if I had a Patreon, and so I told them that I was working on that. So that's what I'm doing, and whenever I'm done with that, I will definitely keep you posted. So that's all I have for announcements. Oh, another thing, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm actually doing a live reading, um, a paid live reading. So for $10, you will get like a two-card reading, and you will have to pay, beforehand before you get your reading. So um, yeah, like that's what's going on tomorrow. I'll be doing that at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yes, that's what I'll be doing. So I already have some cards pulled out here already, spread out. Y'all got a lot of cards, Cancer. So yeah, like y'all have a lot of cards. So I'm definitely going to give you your reading right now. I will say though that when I tapped into your energy, I definitely got this feeling that Capricorn is working with you. Your opposite sign is working with you. And so what I received from that is that a lot of you are being told to get to work, and to focus on your business, to focus on your career, for the month of June. Um, and this is an opportunity for you to not be so caught up in your emotions and be so caught up in what the world is dishing out, and to be mindful of your sensitivities. And so you're literally being asked by Spirit, being encouraged by Spirit to focus on you and focus on your career and focus on your desires as far as your business, and what you are basically wanting to manifest. So the card I got here, first and foremost, is the Five of Fire. And so what I got from this card straight away is to not be swayed or allow yourself to be swayed by a lot of your emotions. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you can't do do what's right for you. You know, don't fall into this trap of assuming that you are incapable and unable to make money for yourself, or to start a business, or to watch your business flourish, or to basically pour into yourself as far as monetary gain. Because what ends up happening is that, um, again, you will fall into your sensitivities, fall victim to your sensitivities when you start to go into that deep and dark place. So basically, you're being told to not fool yourself, to not fool yourself into thinking that you are incapable. That's what that card is saying overall. I don't know if you can see this, but basically, there's the devil here, or a horned individual, and there's like a sleight of hands, and then basically these are spades. They're the three of spades. So basically, what you're being said, this is the crossroads. You have like the trilogy, the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, or the mind, body, and spirit. Basically, he's holding three cards in his hand, and they're the Ace and the Jack. and the other one I'm not certain. But basically, you're being told to start questioning, okay, and start seeing your power and start questioning why you believe the way you do. But when it comes to monetary gain, when it comes to success, when it comes to money, why do you feel um, as if you're incapable? Um, and basically, you're also being told to plan. This is a time for you to plan. This is the time for you to use all that energy, because use that water sign energy to basically start planning your career and to not be so overwhelmed with structure and be so overwhelmed with strategy. Basically, you're being told to go with the flow, but also be in action. So this person in the back here, if you can see her, this woman in the back here, or this female body individual in the back, she's literally wallowing, and she's literally knee deep in her emotions. That's you and your shadow self when you are allowing yourself to not feel it, even encourage yourself to uh, basically see your own power your as an entrepreneur. So basically that's what's going on. Like she's like having her she's hiding and holding her head down, and you're literally being told not to do that. It's still Gemini season, despite the fact that it's what uh, it's 11 6/11. So it's June 11th, while I'm doing as I'm doing this video, and so you're literally being told, Cancer, um, to let yourself shine and to let yourself be known. Let your sensitivities be known, and use those sensitivities to do entrepreneurial work. Um, and to literally like start planning and strategizing and put yourself into action and put all those passions that you have into like good use. So did you also have the six of fire? You can have all like look at all these fire and air signs so far, and so what you're being told is that through this card is to basically start learning your craft, start learning your power. Um, Keep putting your emotions, not only your emotions, but basically start working and start acting on your behalf. Because this would be like the Hierophant card, or a card that's basically talking about basically not allowing people to cross boundaries with you, or to take away your power, to know your power and um, to know your worth. And basically, this is what this card is saying as well. Know your worth and don't let anyone cross any sort of boundary with you to the point where they feel like they can get away with it. Be aware that people are going to want to cross a boundary with you. Be aware, Cancer, that people are not going to be very mindful or very, when it comes to your worth, to be mindful of who you're working for or who you're working with. Because not everyone is going to recognize your power. Because you're a Cancer, they figure that you are a water sign. But also be aware that you have Capricorn working alongside you. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn energy because I said, well, like I said before, it's your opposite sign. So basically, what you're being told, is that when it comes to your boundaries, when it comes to your business, when it comes to self, tap into Capricorn, your Capricorn energy. Tap into that energy, because you're going to need that energy, or is not even needed, but is going to be very important to you. Capricorns are known for being very strategic. They're known for being very mindful of time and structure. They're known for being very work oriented, very money oriented. Um, Basically, they like Capricorns. I myself am a Capricorn rising. We when it comes to money and when it comes to work, um, we're literally, when we are focused, very focused. We have laser focus. Basically, we're no one to fuck with. So basically, when it comes to money and when it comes to people crossing those boundaries as far as our work, that's why I'm also getting like a tickle in my throat. Basically, um, you're being told too to start speaking up. You're gonna have, like, I'm feeling like someone is energetically choking you. So basically, you're gonna be around people um, who are going to try to put their, like, energetically put their hands around your throat to keep you from putting your foot down or to speak up for yourself. So basically, Cancer, this is why you're being told to tap into your Capricorn energy, your Earth energy, to stay grounded and not be so caught up in your emotions and not be so caught up in your sensitivities. Because in the business world, even though you are spiritually oriented in the business world, not everyone is going to see the world the way you do. Not everyone is going to see reality the way you do. So that's why you're being told straight up and flat out, when it comes to your Capricorn energy, tap into it, because you're going to be around a lot of business people or people that have their who have their own agendas. They're going to be coming after you because they see you as a sucker. They see you as a sucker. They see you as someone who is easily swayed. But keep in mind that that's not who you are. Keep in mind that's not who you are at the core. And so that's why you're being asked to tap into a much more grounded energy. So if you are Capricorn rising, or or your Capricorn moon, or Capricorn Venus, this is a time for you to tap into that energy. I'm also getting, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous about standing up for yourself and standing up for who you are. Don't be nervous about that. Okay. So what I got here is, so this is actually one of my favorite cards. So basically, this card here is the seven of air. And the reason why you got this, Cancer, is because you're being told to relax and enjoy the process. See, this card is actually usually talks about dogmatic ideologies, or ideologies that are very structured, usually anything pertaining to spirituality. But what you're being called, this whole spread so far is about entrepreneurship and and being business oriented. So basically, what this card is saying is that relax and enjoy the process, and learn from the process. Learn from it. Don't be so dogmatic to the point where everything has to be perfect and everything has to be aligned. Because what ends up happening is that if something screws up, or something is not perfect, or something is like goes horribly awry, um, you will have this tendency to back away from the task at hand, and then that's when you're in trouble, because that's when you start believing that for some odd reason you are not worthy enough for success, and worthy enough um, in general, and you start thinking about all your mistakes. So basically, you're literally being told to focus, learn, and to remain calm, Cancer. This is why you're being told in the other card, to tap into your Capricorn energy, because most Capricorns don't fall apart like that. Um, we get nervous, we may get anxious if something doesn't go horribly, if something goes horribly awry, but we have the tendency to keep going. You're being asked to keep going, which is why you're being told to tap into that Capricorn energy from the very beginning. If you hear my cats, I apologize. They're always very active. So, um, so yeah, you're literally being told to, and you're being told to calm down, and also, yeah, basically to learn, move out of your own way, and watch other people. I'm just, I got move around, and watch other people. People watching. Oh, okay. Also, I'm also going to be aware of people pleasing on your end. Don't fall into that trap of people pleasing, because the moment you fall into that trap, that's when that's when that's when you start to lose your power. That's when you start to lose your power. And that's when you start to lose your voice. People pleasing, and it's okay to network, but it's not okay to lose yourself in the process. It's not okay to lose yourself in the process. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people telling you how to do things, how to run a business, how to talk, how to walk, how to do all that stuff. But what you are to understand, Cancer, is that you are to stand your ground, especially on a spiritual level. If you feel like something is not correct, you are not obligated to work with a person or adopt their business practices. You are not obligated to be at peace with what they are doing if it does not sit well with you. This is one of the reasons why intuition is a huge, huge, huge tool when it comes to businesses, when it comes to being in business. Because a lot of folks don't use their intuition. It comes from a place of ego. Whatever they are working with comes from a place of ego. And once that starts to happen, okay, that's when they start getting into trouble and start doing like a little seedy stuff, as far as their own business. And that's when they start to undermine people. And we're already dealing with a capitalist system that has, undermining people as the foundation. So you're being called to do things differently. So if anything, Cancer, does not sit well with you, then don't do it. Okay. You also got the one of fire. What does it say, Spirit? I'm being told, like, I'm literally hearing nest the egg. Nest the egg. What does that mean? Be mindful of your investments. If you can, be mindful of your investments. Be mindful of what you're putting your energy into. I'm getting told to basically to take action and to watch your investments. And when it's not just money and networking, it's about your energy. It's definitely about your energy. Your energy in a product or a project is an investment. Your time is an investment. Okay, be mindful of that. And also, I'm getting put something away, maybe like a retirement or something about stocks as well. Um, keep putting that. Keep putting that in. putting that stuff away and saving it, excuse me, for a rainy day. Is I'm getting to watch your business grow, but basically start like, yeah, like I'm also getting like, yeah, like basically like I'm also seeing when I'm looking at this card, I'm out and I'm getting visions of pregnancy, and I'm not getting like motherhood or anything. I'm getting like put, like you being pregnant, quote unquote, pregnant with an idea, or pregnant um, with something that you have invested in. Basically, take your time with it, be patient with it, and watch it manifest and watch it grow. You're literally being told to like watch your investment swell and grow, and put energy into it. Put energy into what you do. Put energy into like just watching and watching and watching yourself develop, watching your business develop, watching your ideas develop, and watch them grow within you. Watch them grow within you. Feel them grow within you. All your ideas for your business, ideas as far as collaborating with other people, working with other people. What does that look like to you? Really start to like look at what your business will look like to you. This is what I'm getting. You're like so you're like I'm just getting you being like your whole body is like carrying ideas. Not just your mind and your spirit, but your entire body. It's just carrying so many ideas. And it's time for you to take those ideas and that's what I'm getting. You have a lot of ideas, Cancer, and it's time for them to see the light of day. It's time for you to put those ideas out there and make them into something. Make them into a business venture for yourself. Especially if you are not a person who wants working a 9 to 5 anyway. Yeah, that's what I got. It's time for you to put your business and put your ideas out there and make sure they come into fruition. Because you have so many of them, but there's like something holding you back, maybe like a fear of failure or a fear of not being good enough or not having the resources available to you. The spirit is basically saying, like, look, spirit gave you those ideas for a reason. So basically, what you're going to do is see them out, see them through. That's what's going on. That's why I was saying, I'm like, wait a minute, why am I seeing a pregnant person? It's because you're filled with ideas, very rich with ideas, and you're not letting them see the light of day. So you like now that they have manifested into something within you, pour those out so the world can see them. Once you start doing this is why you got the card the 8 of water, because once you start seeing your ideas come to fruition, uh, it's as if like you're very much connected to what you're doing, and you're going to have a deep satisfaction with what you're doing. There's a deep satisfaction with seeing something that you've created and accepted, by the world at large. There's something very special about that. There's something very refreshing and very um, it's just very mind blowing to have something that you have created be known by the world and be known, by people, especially if you've been working on those ideas time and over time. There's a deep satisfaction in your work. And it shows. It shows because this is a person who is not only open, but someone who knows their purpose, someone who knows that their work has changed someone's life for the better. And that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that whatever you are um, wishing to put out there, the moment you put it out there, and you start to market and you start to, you know, I'm getting word of mouth will work better, will work for you, for a lot of you. Word of mouth and exposure would do very well for you. And reaching out to the general public is something that you are meant to do. And once people respond to your work and change their life in some way, shape, or form, that's when you know that you're onto something. And you're like, I feel a lot of happiness um, and a lot of satisfaction and a lot of gratitude for what you do. I see a lot of now it starts to click within you, and the anxiety is at a minimum. There's anxiety is at a minimum because all that worrying that you did, all that worrying that you put yourself through, all that mental anguish and that anxiety that you put yourself through cancer, it was you're gonna find that it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. Last but not least, you have the integrity card. From this card is usually about being the authentic self. But what I'm getting for you, Cancer, is you're just very satisfied with your work. You are satisfied with your work and you gain more confidence. I'm getting a lot of confidence in this card. You're going to gain a lot more confidence um, from knowing that your business is going to be successful, that you are successful, that the people that you are meant to serve were waiting for you. The people that you are meant to serve, and that's why you got the wand of fire. Is that's also that card is also representative of people that you are going to be serving. They're waiting on you. They're waiting for you and your story and your product or whatever you want to put out there. They're waiting for it because no one else can resonate with them, or not everyone has what they are looking for, but you have it. And so once you start to put yourself out there and get your business together, you're going to see that you, again, all the worrying that you put yourself through is for nothing because you're going to find people who are going to resonate with you. You're going to find people who are going to resonate with you, your product, your story, why you put it out there, the purpose of you even doing what you're doing. People are going to resonate with that immensely, and so that's why you're being told to not be so afraid. That's what that was as well. A lot of the feelings that I was getting was a sense of anxiety and a lack of confidence as far as your abilities to do this, to like create something that is very worthwhile to the general public or the people that you are meant to serve. And so you're literally being told, Cancer, to basically step out of your own way and to not let your like any sort of insecurity keep you from serving the folks that you are meant to work with. That's where that integrity card comes from as well. People are going to resonate with you. People are going to seek you out. People are going to, um, like literally, like they're literally like craving what you have, and they're just on you, waiting for you to come through. Especially if you're doing any sort of spirituality or a spiritual or healing work, they're waiting for you. They're literally waiting for you. Um, Yeah, I'm being told for you, Capricorn, for Cancer, for you, Cancer, to keep the faith. Keep the faith in what you're doing. Keep the faith um, in the process. Keep faith in the process. And I apologize. I know that I'm looking away a lot. It's my way of like hearing what Spirit is saying, and sometimes I look down. So yes, you are literally being told that it's just time. It's time, and not only is it time, um, you're literally being told to like keep the faith and keep your ancestors in mind. Keep your ancestors in mind. Keep your spirit team in mind, and allow everything you do to be spirit led. Do not rely on your ego at all. Don't rely on your ego at all. It's your ego that keeps you afraid. It's literally your ego that kept you frozen and paralyzed to the point where you are not able to like make any moves. Spirit is literally pushing you along, in the month of June, or during the month of June, by basically telling you that it's just pretty much time for you to get it together, and to give yourself a chance, and to give yourself the opportunity to thrive and to grow, and to basically like allow yourself to be an entrepreneur, call yourself an entrepreneur, basically own that title. Because a lot of you, especially if you're doing a lot of spirit based work, a lot of you feel that you're not much of a spiritual person if you see yourself as a business person. You're especially if you're doing like tarot or oracle cards, doing any sort of energy work. um, you are, and you're being led to do this as a career. Basically, it's okay for you to want to be paid for your services. It's an energy exchange, and you deserve prosperity. You deserve. I'm also getting that whatever in a former life or in a past life, if you for any reason took this vow of poverty, or took this, or basically wanted to what is it called? You wanted to fulfill the contract, you know, uh, to like live this life of poverty. It's okay for you to end that contract, to sever the ties that you have to that contract, so you don't feel obligated to live in poverty, or feel obligated to not um, I guess for lack of better terms, want to get paid for doing spirit work, because it is indeed an energy exchange, and it takes a toll on the body, your mind, and your spirit, and is no different from going out into the workforce and working for someone else and going to the same thing as far as energy exchange. You're literally being asked to do it on your own terms. That's why I'm getting a lot of small business I'm seeing a lot of small business opportunities for those who are either thinking about entrepreneurship, or are starting that journey. So basically, I'm being throughout this entire spread, or reading rather. I'm basically being told, to tell you, Cancer, that it's okay for you to want more, to work towards more, to have your own business, and to thrive. That's why you're being told in the month of June, or for the month of June, to be ready, to not let your emotions or your insecurities prevent you from thriving or doing what's right for you energetically. So that is all I have. Hold on. Is that a spirit? Okay. So that's all I have for this episode, or for this video rather. if you resonated with it, just subscribe to the Bowtie Psychic YouTube channel so you won't miss another video. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also hit me up at bowtiepsychic@gmail.com to book an appointment to get a more in-depth reading. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. And so till next time, peace.